All right, folks. So tonight we are talking about the Heartbreak Grey Pinot Noir, back by popular demand. If you are catching this video on the replay, please, in the comments below, type the word replay. If you're here live with me right now, as I'm recording this, type live. I always love to know who's catching this on the replay, because I think quite a few of you do, versus who's here with me right now. So I also want to know, love it or hate it? Do you love it or not love it? Pinot Noir. It's polarizing wine. Of course, the movie Sideways polarized it even more. If you remember that movie, a lot of wine lovers remember that one, where Miles, one of the characters, says, "I'm not drinking any more freaking Merlot," was his words. So I'm going to check in and see who's here on Facebook. Oh my goodness, lots of you are here already. Okay, let me mute myself. John Russo is here, and Christine is here, Gian, and Matushka. Hello. Oh, Susan. Susan's your first name. Elaine, hi, 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 hi. So good to have you guys here. I'm so happy that you're with me tonight, because the last time we were together, I was asking you for ideas for the tastings, because I had a different one in mind for tonight. But you said Pinot Noir, bring us Pinot. So I brought the Pinot. I have got Pinot Noir from California, from BC, from Ontario, and some other places. Let me know in the comments, do you like Pinot Noir? It tends to, as I say, polarize. People either love it or they don't. Personally, it's my go-to red wine. It's my go-to wine, period. And I love, especially cool climate Pinot Noir. It's got that racy, edgy, nervy acidity, and it has all the flavor and vibrancy of red wine, but not the heavy tannin, oak, and alcohol that you can get in some reds, bigger reds. All right, I'm going to look to the comments here. Hello, Elaine is in Calgary. Craig, hello from Tennessee. All right. So yeah, post where you're logging in from. I always love to know that too. Where are you logging in from? What city, province, state, country? What's the weather like? It is hot as heck here. It is like 31 degrees Celsius. And man, it's just been the hottest July on record here in Ottawa. Hello, Matthew. Nice to see you. And Martin. Martin, is Mary Ellen there with you tonight? Your go-to as well, Elaine. All right, I am not alone. And so I also wanted to show you, do you remember Gary Vaynerchuk from Wine Library TV? And he would call, when he had a big wine glass, he called it his big-ass wine glass. But you really do need a big-ass wine glass when it comes to Pinot Noir. Let me put something in. This glass looks absolutely lonely without any wine in it. But you really do need a big bowl like this. Or actually, I should say, you don't really need, but to increase your pleasure, you want a big bowl like this, because Pinot Noir is so aromatic. You want a big space to capture all those aromas and then bring them together and deliver them into your protuberance, your nose. Versus this one, this glass might be used for a Cabernet or a more tightly knit wine, but this is so aromatic. So the first wine I've poured is from BC, and wondering if anybody's had the Mount Boucherie Pinot Noir from BC. Also, it's okay if you haven't, of course, but post in the comments, what is your favorite Pinot Noir? What have you tried lately? What do you love? And if you've got tips on the ones we should avoid, you can post them there too. So I'm going to try this one, but not before I take another look here. Don Dawson is here, and he's watching from Oshawa, drinking organized crime Pinot Noir. Lovely, very lovely wine. Okay, glad to hear Mary Ellen's there. Cam is here. He's enjoying Pinot in Saskatoon. I just love this. I love how everybody is in different pockets of the world, and we're all brought together here by our passion for the grape and just wanting to connect with each other. And I always encourage side conversations, so do feel free to chat amongst yourselves. What I find is really neat is if you can find 3 comments tonight that somebody else makes uh, 3 different people, and just comment on their comment, because that's what really gets the conversation going. And that's what we're here for. I mean, especially in these crazy times, right? We're looking for that community, that sense of the virtual kitchen table that allows us to connect with others who love wine as much as we do. Karen Mitchell is here. Karen Mitchell is new to the course. So for my course students who are here, we're doing this Pinot Noir tasting with everybody, and then we're going to move over into the private group tonight at 7:45, 7:45, and we're going to taste Argentine wines that have just come out in vintages. So I should post a few links. So you'll notice in the bottom of my screen here, you can join me for a free wine and food pairing class at nataliemaclean.com/class. This time I have the URLs prepared. Woohoo! So sign up there. You can pick a day and a time that works for you. And we go live here on these public Facebook group tastings every second Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And you, with just 2 clicks, you can add the tasting calendar to your online calendar. So whether you use Google Calendar or Outlook or Yahoo or a bunch of others, if you click on the link that I just posted, you can add it, and then you'll never miss a tasting again. And you'll know all the upcoming themes. What kind of wines are we going to be tasting? So that's kind of fun, right? If you're enjoying this, and I hope you will, and all the rest of it, please take a moment to share this video. Let's see. Hopefully I am still here, because I am getting the connect was severed from the flash server. Check your connection. Let me know if you can still see me and hear me. I hope so. I think it's still okay. I'm still seeing the comments going by, so I guess that's good. Cool. Okay. Yes, Mary Ellen loves Bellaclo Pinot from California. So you guys, just let me know at any time if the connection goes down, because I can always restart this, but I'm hoping to continue the broadcast. I think I have a lot of things open here, and my computer's going, what are you doing? Could you please close some programs? So I'm going to actually close some tabs and things. I'm a 36 tab kind of gal. How about you? With my browser, I always have way too many open. I don't know why. Okay, good. I'm so glad this is still working. Great. Let's see. It hiccuped. I'm still here. Well, I hiccup too in the meantime. Rosemary Pell is here. The feed breaks in and out in my end, but you are fair. Oh, you are here. Good. Susan is drinking Ampelus Cellars. Is that Greek? Susan, is your wine Greek? Christine, all good, good. Roger is here from Whitby and drinking 2027 Cellars. Ooh, that's a lovely wine and winery from Niagara. Karen Mitchell, it's 30 degrees in Fort Frances, Ontario. So that's northwestern Ontario. And she's having Greek salad for dinner. So she's pairing that with a rosé made from Pinot Noir grapes. Where is it from? Pilatieri in Niagara. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, let's see. I'm hoping this will hold on for us here. I'm going to post a few more links, because I think I'm going to close this document very soon. So I want to post the link for my course students, and you can add this to your calendar, because we have that second private guided tastings, and I know many of my course students are here tonight. So I've just posted the link where you can put that calendar onto your calendar. And again, I was going to sprinkle these throughout the broadcast, but I'm just going to post the links I have here. And then shut this the document with all the links. So the other way to connect is through the Unreserved Wine podcast. So you can find that on Spotify, Alexa, I have to say that softly so she doesn't activate, Apple Podcasts, on my website, anywhere. And I interview really interesting people on that podcast. And then finally, I've woken up on Instagram, and I'm posting different wine tips and videos over there. So please come on over and connect with me on Instagram. And thus ends the barrage of links. So I'm going to close that document now. All right. My computer's going. Okay. So Damien, hi, found the link. Tech Luddite Problems. Your virtual tastings rookie. Nice to meet you today. Okay. Mark Davis, I really like Joseph Phelps' Pastoral, but I'm having the Cuvée Song. Oh, nice. Some beautiful California wines there, Mark. Mark, I think you were asking too about the Argentine wine tasting, which is for course students, so that is a private tasting. But if you take my free wine tasting class, you can find out more about my in-depth course called the Wine Smart course. So I suggest you go to nataliemaclean.com, pick a day and a time that works for you, and give it a shot. Let's see now. Susan says it's from, oh, your wine is from Santa Rita Hills. Cool, but the owners have ties to Greece. All right. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so let me get back to some of these Pinots and to a little bit of a tutorial overall, a quickie on Pinot Noir. So this one is from Mount Boucherie. I really like it. It's got that tart cranberry cherry that you get often from cool climate Pinot Noirs. Very, very much also reminds me of Oregon, which makes great Pinot. Very delicious. That's been open a day as well, and it's benefited. I usually don't think about decanting Pinot Noir, but this one has so much life. It's just sort of really smoothed out, really supple. I love it. Yummy, yummy. I would be 91 points on that, to use the rating score that some of you love and others not so much. Okay, cool. Let's see. I missed some of your comments up here. Plus, I'm not wearing my glasses for reasons of vanity. Irene is here. Yay! Okay, cool. And again, if you're here with me live, please post in the comments where you're logging in from, what's in your glass, or what's your favorite Pinot, or whatever. If you're watching this on the replay, please type the word replay. I love to know who catches it when. Elaine Peters is here with Ralph, and they're drinking the Westcott Pinot, another great Niagara winery. Your favorite rosemary is Silver Sage in Oliver, BC. Ships across Canada. Ooh, you're a big fan. Out there waving the flag for Silver Sage. Got one more here from BC called from 50th Parallel Estate. Let's give that one a try. I think Canada does really, really magnificent Pinots. I'm going to taste some from Ontario, of course, tonight as well. But, you know, Pinot loves a cool climate. It does not like a lot of heat. It's a very picky grape. That's why we've got the heartbreak grape, right? Heartbreak because it's a heartbreak for winemakers to make because it's so finicky, so difficult that they often lose a lot of their yield. So it's not necessarily a cash cow for them. Heartbreak for wine lovers because it can be magnificent one year and just dismal the next. So, but when it's sublime, it's sublime. I'm told, because I do not play golf, but I'm told it's like getting a hole in one, and that's what keeps people going back. Like winemakers who make Pinot, it keeps them going back to the golf course for that one perfect shot. So winemakers of Pinot Noir often describe themselves as pathological optimists. Don't you love that? Okay, 50th Parallel. Let's see. Oh my gosh, that's so perfumed, such a bouquet of berry, cherry. Hello, hello. Very beautiful. 91 on that, for sure. So there's two books too. If you really want to dive into Pinot Noir, they're both Canadian. So one is written by Jeff Heinrichs, and it's called A Fool in 40 Acres. So he is, or was, a reporter with the Globe and Mail newspaper, so he's a great writer. And he wrote this book about his experience of planting 40 acres of Pinot Noir, I think it was all Pinot, in Prince Edward County. And it's a fantastic book. It has aged as well as a great Pinot. And then the other book is by a Montreal man who, this is his only wine book that he has written, Jacques de Villiers, and it's called The Heartbreak Grape. And it's about his experience in France. He didn't own a winery, but he writes about Pinot Noir and the quest, and he also talks to California winemakers. But both books are so good because they're story-driven. The characters come to life. The winemakers are like characters out of a movie, except they're real. And I think you would find both of those gripping, unlike Pinot, which is not grippy. It's very smooth. Let's see here. Cam is tasting. You're tasting a Mount Boucherie right now? Holy karma, Pinot karma. And a Henry of Pelham 2012 with smoked salmon tonight. Lovely. Zachary is here and went on a tasting at their new brick and mortar store, and it's fantastic. So you're referencing something Roger said, because I'm not quite sure where that was. Joanne, Baron de Philippe Rothschild Pinot Noir from France is fabulous. Nice name. Christine, Greek salad tonight that I made yesterday and lots of feta. Yum. Don't you find Greek salads get better if you let them sit? It's almost like they need to be decanted or something. Let me just go down here. All right, I want to keep moving along here, and then I'll come back to the comments, so keep going. And I love those of you who are picking up each other's comments and commenting, and don't forget to share this video. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so Ontario. So I've got Rife Winery, and this is just a special label they do. They do custom labels like for weddings and so on. So this isn't their usual label, but this is their one of their Pinot Noirs, and I love their style. They're very they have a German heritage, and of course Germany makes great Pinot Noirs. Sometimes they're called Spätburgunder in Germany. Cool climate, edgy, beautiful, top value too. You're not going to pay anywhere near what you'll pay in Burgundy, France, which of course is considered the benchmark, homeland, or whatever of Pinot Noir. So this Rife, it's got this sour cranberry nose and palate, which I like. So that's a compliment, by the way. Sour cranberry. And sour cherry. Oh my goodness, that's mouth-watering and juicy. Perfect for like roast chicken, roast turkey, grilled chicken. I guess, do you grill turkey? I don't know about that. But grilled seafood, grilled veggies, portobello mushroom, all kinds of things. So cool. Now, let me show you another one. This is Inniskill in Pinot Noir. And this is amazing because this is, I think, no more than $15. It's their entry-level Pinot. And I just opened this tonight. I was like, holy moly for the price. So this is less of the sour cranberry and more the cherry berry, voluptuous, round, still medium bodied, still got some nice balancing acidity. But it's very juicy plump. I would get this for a party where you don't know everybody's tastes. And you've got some people who love full body and some people who don't. This hits the middle. In fact, I call Pinot Noir a switch hitter wine because it appeals to different palates because it's got lots of flavor, but it doesn't have the polarizing elements of the heavy alcohol, tannin, and oak. I would say the white wine equivalent for a switch hitter wine is Riesling, especially toward the drier side, but not bone dry. Everybody talks dry, drinks sweet. We like a little sweetness, a little ripeness, even though we may not admit it because somehow we think we're less evolved or something. What is your favorite food pairing with Pinot Noir? I'd love to know in the comments. What have you tried that's really knocked your socks off? And what have you tried that has really been horrific? I want to know. I would think horrific Pinot Noir pairings would be, or unpairings, would be anything like chocolate, which would be much too sweet, mouth coating, and would make the wine taste like metal, or maybe like an old rubber tire burning in a swamp of rancid olive oil. I'm trying to make up detailed tasting notes here for you so you can help envision the taste. Envision the taste. Never mind. Okay, Damien found the link. Oh yeah, that's the Tecladite thing. Jamal, hello. Why no Pinot Noir from NZ or Oregon? Because I'll be broke. Jamal, I will talk though about New Zealand makes terrific Pinot Noir. Oregon, I already mentioned it earlier. I'm not sure if you tuned in at that point, but cool climates around the world like these excel, and they're terrific. I'd like to hear from you, Jamel. What are your favorite Pinots from New Zealand and Oregon? All right, because I have 6 Pinots here, and Pinot Noir is not inexpensive. This one was. This was $15, but the rest are more like 25, 35, and so on because of the cost to make Pinot, good Pinot. Guian, love Pinot, my go-to as well. Always good with grilled vegetables, salmon, and any braised meats in a slow cooker, yum, and beef. Oh, and it is a refreshing summer red. So when you don't want heavy wines because of the heat, but you still love red wine, Pinot Noir is a terrific one to go to. Not heavy. Love the Willamette, and that's Willamette, like, damn it. I used to say Willamette, and it's Oregon, not Oregon. I get corrected for everything. Dangling participles, misplaced commas, mispronunciation. I've got, I think, about 75 people. I call them wine lovers for better grammar, especially when it comes to Natalie. They correct everything. Anyway, Burgundy, yes, Burgundy's expensive, but man, is it good if somebody else is paying. Zachary, drinking Henry Pelham Pinot, had a wonderful tasting at Domaine Calis this afternoon. Oh, lucky you. As well as Anne Sperling Pinot Noir from BC, stellar. You've just named some of my favorites, very favorites. And Domaine Calis, of course, is Thomas Batchelder, who also has labels under his own name in Niagara, Oregon, and Burgundy. And he is working with Artera wines to resurrect Le Clos Jourdain, which warms my heart. And I think he's got a new venture or something going on in Prince Edward County. If anybody knows what that is, I think it was only recently announced, so I can't remember the name of the winery. But he's a man on the move. I think he's, really raising the bar of winemaking too in Canada. Gail Johnson, hello. You have the Kim Crawford, another lovely Pinot from New Zealand. Jamal. Karen, love the podcast. Thank you. I've been binge listening to it from the beginning on my walks with the dog. Fantastic. I love it. I love podcasts as a very intimate medium. Like I'm millimeters away from your brain. I don't know if that scares you or comforts you, but it's the voice, sort of fills your head on any podcast. And then it's the theater of your mind that takes over, whether I'm interviewing someone or just talking to you. I just love podcasts. I said when I started the podcast, I had an early love of audio. And so back in the day, way back in the day, like I'm talking 20 years ago, I had a shortwave radio. And at night, when the reception was clear, the BBC would sort of blow in and out sort of over the Atlantic. And I love listening to those voices, and I didn't care what they were talking about. I just loved listening to British news and politics and whatever. It was just so comforting at night. I'd lie in bed and listen to the blowing in and out of this shortwave satellite radio, shortwave, I guess it was. Anyway, there you go. Cool. So let me, oh yes, I've got one more from Ontario. That I use the technical tasting note, Amazeballs, Queenston. I bought this personally for my own consumption, so I'm not opening it, but I've tasted it many times, and I just love this wine. You can buy it directly from the winery. It's about $40, so as I said, not inexpensive, but for me, worth every drop of hedonism that I can squeeze from it. So, what all are you saying now? Deb is here. Yay! Hello! Cool, Deb. I'm so glad you're here. And guys, take a moment to share this video. Hit the little share button. I wonder if I try switching to that slide if my computer will freak out. So, goodness knows where Facebook has now put the share button. But if you could click that and just let others know, they don't have to join us right now. They can catch the replay, but it's even better if you say why they might want to watch this. If they love wine as much as we do, I think they'll enjoy it. Because, you can always watch it on the replay and taste along and comment. Because I check throughout the week for comments, and I will dive into the comments afterwards and comment back. Because I love hearing what you guys are saying. Now, moving on to California. I had this one. I did not drink all this tonight. I had this last night with Miles for dinner. Shug. Love this one. And it's from Sonoma County, cool climate in California. One of my favorites. I love Etude, Shug, La Crema. Those are some of my favorites from California. That's just a gorgeous nose. So you got some spiced red cherry, spiced black cherry. Yummy. Wow. That's just so good. Cool. Look at you guys talking with each other. Yeah, pick 3 people and their comments and respond back to them. That's what gets the conversation going. Okay, Christine had, I thought you were saying baby duck. I had baby back ribs tonight, drinking Wynn's Black Label Cab. Yeah, you definitely need a full-bodied wine for those baby back ribs, and an Australia Cab would be great. And Gail, you have the Kim Crawford as well. Look at that. Mark, have you tried Three Senses Pinot Noir? I haven't, Mark. Where's that from? I don't know if I've heard about it. Damien, what inspired you to open the boucherie? It's under screw cap, no? Yes, it is. In fact, all of the wines except the Shug tonight were under screw cap. What inspired me is that someone sent it to me for free. No, it is one of the wines, sample wines that I was sent. And, I looked around tonight as to what I had on the counter that is overflowing with bottles. I know, no sad tiny violins for me, but it's one of the ones I've been wanting to taste. So I thought, given we're doing a thematic tasting, I'm going to open it, taste it, review it. Same with the 50th Parallel. So these are BC wines that I've been wanting to taste for a while, but tonight seemed to be opportune because of the theme. Susan Stewart, you are having the Love Block Pinot from Central Otago. Central Otago in New Zealand, I think, produces the best, most complex, raciest Pinots in that country. I just love them. They're so good. What would you pair with that, Susan? Rutha, hey, from Ottawa, drinking Villa Wolf. Oh, yes. Dr. Lucen from Germany. Such a good wine. I had this wine on something, CTV or whatever. That is an amazing wine for the money. Amazing. I think is it about $15 or something, Rutha? Something like that, right? Anyway, and if you're just joining us, please look through the comments. I've posted a variety of links. The calendar for our tastings, you'll want to add it to your calendar. The podcast, the class, etc., okay? Elaine, it's thin-skinned. Pinot is very thin-skinned. It's if it were a person, it would take insult to anything you said. Oh, that reminds me of a thin-skinned person I need to wish happy birthday to. If I don't remember, she will take offense. Okay, but Pinot Noir is very thin-skinned. It's susceptible to mold, rot, disease, more so than other grapes. I think it's susceptible to whispers in the vineyard. It just seems so very high maintenance. Oh my goodness, 50th does excellent Pinot Noir, don't they, Deb? I'm jealous. You know we can get you that wine, Deb. You know what to do. Spat Burgunder, yes, is am I not saying it correctly? I don't have my glasses on. Spaten Burgunder? It's not Spat Burgunder, it's Spatenburger? Okay. I'm probably mucking it up, but thank you, Elaine. Elaine Bruce, another Elaine. Both Elaines are course members. There are a number of course members here tonight. I'm so glad you're here. I am, for that reason, going to have to wrap this up soon, but we've got another 5 minutes or so because I want to get through a couple more wines here because I've got to go over to my course students' tasting. But coolio. So you've got some good Burgundy recommendations there, Elaine. Hello, Peter boys. You're camping in Tofino. Being foodies, we brought a basil plant with us. You are a man after my own heart. I hope you brought wine, not just basil. Okay, Burgunder, good. Elaine, I'm just running through these. Let me taste another one. Well, I cannot dump this Shug. Should I? Nope, I won't. I should not. Don't want to do that. Okay, I have also got imagery from California. And this one is a far riper cherry berry. I believe it comes from a warmer climate. It may be even pan-Californian. But this is where you get the very ripe, juicy, fleshy berry, cherry flavors and aromas. Very nice, but almost like full-bodied. I would call that if you love full-bodied reds and you want to try Pinot, go for a Pinot from a warmer area of California or elsewhere. Cool. I know, taking your own basil, right? Oh, impossible to get the border. Oh, you guys are talking about basil and bacon. Duck is the best pairing. That is classic, Rutha. That is just classic. Chicken, Cajun chicken or salmon. Nice. Dawn had the German bratwurst and rosti that worked very well as a pairing. Lovely. Tried Pinots with salmon. Surprisingly good. Cool. Joanne, loving it works with pork tenderloin. You guys have got great suggestions for pairings here. Find it pairs nice with salmon is coming through a lot. Vegetarian mushrooms would be great. Deb says if you can get your hands on Quail's Gate Pinot, it's so good and balanced. I know. And Quail's Gate has a beautiful winery restaurant there, as I'm sure you know, Deb. Being from BC, I still remember the meal I had there. It was so good. So, so good. Duck confit. Yum, yum, yum. Look at this. Wow. Such good recommendations, guys. I'd love to call out every one of them, but I would be here late. Darren is here. Hi. Speaking of Batchelder, I just finally pulled the trigger on some of his Batchelder wines, including a couple of bottles of his Pinot. Hope they're as good as everyone says. I hope. Report back, Darren, okay? So cool. Look at all that. Peter Humphreys is here. Love the Kim Crawford Pinot. Bright and uplifting. Yes. Even on its own. Lovely. Andrew Stevenson joining late, but that's okay. Andrew, you're one of our course students, so I hope to see you over in the private group for the Argentine wine tasting, which is going to start in less than 15 minutes. Cool. All right. Queenston is here. Rob's Mount Everest. Oh, the winemaker's Mount Everest Pinot Noir. Yep, another pathological optimist. Rob Power is the winemaker. I don't know if you guys were here, Queenston, earlier, but I did give you a name check and the tasting note. Amazeballs. Cool. Look at all you guys. Tango Tours. Because of the thin skin, the grape does not go well in the heat. Yeah, absolutely. Really good point. My goodness, you guys. Fantastic. Wow, that was a great session. And I can't quite remember, but if you go to the link I sent you for the tasting calendar, it's in the comments above, you will see what the theme is of our next tasting in 2 weeks' time. So bring your wines, bring your good cheer, bring all your comments and camaraderie. This is lovely, lovely, lovely discussion with you tonight. I look forward to this every time we go live. It's just so much fun. It gets more fun all the time as I get to know you and you get to know me and my weirdness, and we just have fun, you know, having a glass or two or three together. All right, folks, take care, take good care, enjoy the rest of your evening. My students, get yourselves over to the private group where we're going to do the guided tasting of Argentine wines. Please take a moment to share this video if you enjoyed it. Take care, and I will see you again soon.